Timey Wimey theory. How did the Ninth Doctor go until he met Rose without seeing his face? Hi, I'm RazMansReality. How you doing? Great to see you. And if this is your first time here and you want more unbiased reviews and discussion, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything. Now, just in case by some bizarre twist of fate you don't know what I'm talking about, in this video we're going to be talking about the long-running British sci-fi iconic series Doctor Who. In this case, the revitalization series, and in particular the first series in that series, series number 9, the pilot episode Rose, where I'm going to be examining one of the unanswered questions of the show and telling you exactly how I think we can resolve this issue. And that is, as I mentioned, how in the world did the Ninth Doctor go this long without seeing its face? In case you don't remember what it is that I'm talking about, in the pilot episode Rose, the Doctor walks past a mirror in Rose's home and says this.
Tyler. Oh, could have been worse. Look at the ear.
That's okay, that makes sense, right? I mean, it's a new regeneration of the Doctor. It makes sense that he could have seen his face for the first time in that mirror. Except for later on in the episode, when after Rose is separated from the Doctor and she's trying to track him down, she goes to an in-town conspiracy theorist who seems to have proven that this incarnation of the Doctor has shown up through several important pieces of humanity's history. Destruction of Krakatoa, after the Kennedy assassination, and a family who's about to board the Titanic only to be stopped by him. And then later on in Series 9, in the episode Aliens of London, he says this.
When you say 900 years...
That's my age.
You're 900 years old?
Yeah.
So if this incarnation, and that's the key here, because we all know that the Doctor's age is a very wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey thing. Doctor 1 thought he was a teacher and a scientist for well over 1,000 years. The Doctor is never going to remember his exact age. Instead, I think what we're supposed to take away from that conversation is what I just said, which is that this incarnation, this regeneration of the Doctor believes himself to be 900 years old. So we've established that this particular version of the Doctor believes that he's worn this face for about 900 years. So why is that a problem? Well, remember this from the day of the Doctor?
I won't remember this, will I?
The time streams are out of sync. You can't retain it. No.
So I won't remember that I tried to save Gallifrey rather than burn it.
So has Doctor Who painted itself into a corner where we just simply can't line up continuity and make any sense out of this? Well, as you can tell by myself making this video, I don't believe that's the case. I believe that this question can be answered in a very logical way, but be warned, it's not going to make you very happy. If you think back to that episode that we just took a look at, the 50th anniversary episode, The Day of the Doctor, and remember that the Doctor is not going to have any recollection that he himself helped to prevent Gallifrey's downfall. The memory that the Doctor is going to carry over from one regeneration to another is that he destroyed his own planet. So it's very, very logical. In fact, it's the only thing that makes sense in my mind, that the Ninth Doctor spent years and years and years of his life hating himself and feeling as though he's not worthy of living. until he meets Rose, and until he's reminded that there is good in humanity and that Earth is worth saving because of young people who need to live a good life. Young adventurous people like Rose. Until he met her, the Doctor never wanted to see his face because his face was a reminder of the horrible thing he had done to his people, and again made him feel as though he did not deserve to live. Rose changed all that and made it okay for him to look at his face again and go, oh, it could have been worse. Look at the ears. He realized that he can look at himself again and that there is a good person inside him still. So, what do you all think about this theory? Do you think that the Doctor simply didn't want to see his face? Or do you think there's another, better explanation for this? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below or via a video response link. Doctor Who is owned by the BBC. I do not own any of the footage from it, and this video is for entertainment only. The footage was used in the context of a review and therefore should fall under the Fair Use Act. Thank you so very much for watching, and if you liked what you saw here today and want to come back for more unbiased reviews and discussion, then make sure to hit that round subscribe icon below so that you don't miss anything. Also, in a bizarre, timey-wimey twist of fate fit only for Doctor Who, when doing keyword research for this very video title, I discovered that there's a fellow YouTuber out there who shares this exact same theory. So for all of you who are thinking that I was out of my mind this entire time, there's at least one other person who agrees with me. So make sure to click one of the two icons to your left right there to check out that video and give it a watch, and also let him know that I sent you if that's your first time checking out Dr. Blue. And as always, this has been your RazMansReality Check.